Okay, today we're going to hike the Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs. I like to come in and park right here on the south, and on the video I'll show you where that is. We come up from the vehicle to Niobrara Trail. We'll move across the Ridge Road onto Buckskin Charlie. Buckskin Charlie up and around, and then takes us over to the Scotsman. Scotsman, basically this general area. We will cross over the main road, go on to Palmer, and to add some distance we will get on the Siamese Twin Trail. We'll come around. We'll also take Cabin Canyon Trail back around to Siamese Twin to Palmer, Palmer all the way up, and around to the north where we get to the Susan G Trail. You can also add some more distance if you take the Dakota Trail around the foothill. We will probably continue on around down to the Gateway. We'll come up the Gateway this way, and we will cross over to the Galloway Homestead Trail. We will take that around. We'll take that over to the Valley Reservoir. The Valley Reservoir Trail back up to the Niobrara Trail, all the way down the ridgeline and back to the vehicle.
Alright, we're driving west on 24. We're going to Garden of the Gods. There's Rudy on the left. Rudy's on the left, the barbecue place. We're taking a right here on 31st Street. This is the best way to go to the alternate parking site. You'll see Starbucks. There's another little landmark, and we will drive past Starbucks, and I'll give you more as we get out of traffic. Alright, we're going past Starbucks. We're passing Colorado, or also Business 24. There's Starbucks on the left. We are going to take the first left, and this is the best way to get to the alternate parking site, at least that I found. Little tiny road through a residential area. Alright, we get stuck in traffic. We're now driving up this little side street. It's called Echo Lane. You see it there. And as we come up to the end here, we're going to take a left. This will take us right into the alternate parking site. Alright, we're coming up to this intersection called, looks like Fontanero Street. We'll take a left on Fontanero. Most people take a right and go the other direction. That's the main entrance to Garden of the Gods. Again, I like this because it's on the southern side. I'll show you on the map. We're parking right there by the black dot. That is the bottom part of Garden of the Gods, and it has better parking for most of the holidays when the rest of the parking lots are full. You can come down here and it's usually no problem. Again, nice little residential area. These guys have a nice little hidden direct access to Garden of the Gods Park. And here's the parking lot as we pull up. Again, not much, but it's kind of perfect. I usually park right over on the side here, and there's no one here, which is nice. Alright, this is the coordinates for the parking sites in the southern part of Garden of the Gods. Plug that in if you'd like, and that'll get you here. Alright, this is the view of the parking lot. That's back the way we came. And this is the trailhead right here. Up the driveway, it's a private drive, so as soon as you step up, take the path off to the right, head up the top of the hill, and that's the way we'll be coming back. We'll be heading left up on top of the hill. This is one of my pet peeves about Garden of the Gods. There's signs about dogs all over the place, but as you see later, there's horse crap on half the trails. Alright, as we come to the top of the hill, there's a trail to the right, a trail to the left. We'll be taking Niobrara to the left. Alright, just a little ways down Niobrara, you'll be coming to the first split. We're going to stay to the left, and that'll keep us on the loop trail. That trail that takes you up to the way station. Niobrara goes that way. And we're going to head up around the loop. This will take us to Buckskin Charlie Trail. Okay, one of my biggest pet peeves again. Dog crap is illegal. You must pick it up or you get fined. However, horse crap is all over Garden of the Gods. It's basically a big horse trail that no one has ever picked up, so it's all over the place. Buckskin Charlie crossing the road. And this will take us right onto the Buckskin Charlie on the other side. The views here are pretty good. Any part of the park. Trails are well maintained. Good view. Pretty easy the whole way. Alright, careful not to head to the old Colorado City Trail. Stay on the Buckskin Charlie Trail. That's down this way to the right. We've been hiking for about 15 minutes now. We're still in the Buckskin Charlie part. You'll wind around down there, you can see the other portion of it. Stay on the trail, and I will admit I've got lost a couple times when I first started this out. But once you do it a few times, it's pretty easy. The park is small enough that even if you do get lost, you'll find your way to some landmark within a half hour or so. Okay, we're coming up Buckskin Charlie, getting towards the end, and there's a little turnoff up here. It's a sign of view. Gonna head to the right. We're gonna get on the Scotsman. All right, so the Scotsman heads up to the right and to the left. We're going downhill. We're heading towards the mountain range. We're gonna get onto the Siamese Twin and Palmer section, so we'll head down this way. Alright, we've been coming down the Scotsman Trail. We just picked it up a couple minutes ago. This is another tricky part. There's a bench off to the right, and you can go that way, but it'll take you to the Palmer and across. We're going to go on to the Siamese Twin, so when we get to the stone bench, we're going to take a left. Down here, again, it's a little tricky. We're going to again head up over to the Siamese Twin. It's not really marked, it's more of a loop. Alright, we're down the trail a little bit, and we're gonna take a right up here and get on the loop. Don't go off to the left or you'll end up down the road. The Scotsman loop is what you're looking for. There we go. And again, this part's a little confusing, but as you get up the Scotsman loop, stay to the left. And we're going to the Scotsman Trail. And that'll take us across the road. It took me a while to figure this part out. I ended up going through a bunch of random trails every other time I hiked. But once you get it down, you'll recognize it. Alright, as you come up to this, again, there's a break off to the left. You can see the road up to the right. We're going to the Palmer Trail. So Palmer Trail is where we're going up there. We just came off the Scotsman Trail, and we're coming off the Strassenbach. All right, so across the road over to Palmer, and then we're going to take. All right, this is to the Palmer. You can see it's a pretty busy road. A lot of people going to Balancing Rock that way. When you get across the road, the Palmer will go to the right. We're going to add some distance by taking to the left and going to Siamese Twin. This just adds some distance to the hike. You can head north up the Palmer, which is fine. And as you're coming up, there's signs to keep you on the trail. It's kind of worn by the horse hooves. And again, more horse crap. Heading towards Siamese Twin Rock. Right there. It's February, it's a little chilly, probably in the 40s, still nice. When you get to Siamese Rock, there's a trail behind it. We'll take a loop around. And again, it's weekend, so there's a lot of families here. A very easy trail for kids. And you can walk through the gap, and the trail goes down to the loop. The trail goes behind Siamese Rock. We're going to take it to the right and do the full loop. This is the Siamese Twins Trail. Alright, and this is just heading down the Siamese Twin Trail. It's a nice little addition. Gives you a little distance. And the trail's pretty interesting. Lots of scenery and terrain. Alright, we're still on the Siamese Trail. I'm going to try and show you the incline, an old railway track that's been turned into a hiking trail. We'll have to do that one again so we can get it on video, but it's another interesting hike. A lot of Colorado Springs people go there at least once. Anyway, next time. Still on the Cabin Canyon, just a nice little overlook. Alright, still on Cabin Canyon Trail. From here you can see Balancing Rock. Another excursion worth going to. On the way out of the park, you can drive right by it. A lot of people end up going there. You can also hike it from here, but we're not going this time. Alright, we're completing the Cabin Canyon loop, and we're back on the Siamese Twin Trail, heading back up towards Siamese Twin Rocks. And here you see some of the horses coming down. Again, the entire park is pretty much open to them, so yeah, as you see, we get a lot of this. How you doing? We're coming back up. This is the Siamese Rock. And again, it's basically two pillars that are joined in the middle, thus the Siamese, offering a little arch. So we'll get on a good view of this, and then we'll head back over to Palmer. And then, we're heading back down towards Palmer. Now it's behind us. We are heading back the way we came, and we will not cross the road. We'll stay in Palmer this time, and we'll head up to the Kissing Camel rock formation. Okay, we're coming off of the Siamese Twins loop, and this is Palmer again. This is also the place where we crossed the road earlier. So instead of going to the Scotsman, we are going to head uphill on Palmer, and again towards the rock formations. Okay, we're still walking up Palmer Trail, about halfway up. Some parking lots off to the right. That'll take you into some of the rock formations. We've just come from down there. You can see we're all downhill, so it's mostly uphill. This is the biggest vertical incline on the trail. It's not that bad. Again, so stay on Palmer, stay on the side of the road. And the best scenery. Alright, we're still on Palmer. We're up towards the top. This is Kissing Camels up ahead, and I think this is some of the best views in the park on this little overlook. The blade edge is over there. And Kissing Camels right there, and that's the reason it's called Kissing Camels. We'll get a couple more shots on the way down from Palmer. Alright, we were just over there looking at Kissing Camels. The trail goes around this little gulch, comes back up, and then this is probably, again, I think the best overlook in the park. So we'll walk on out there. As you come up to this little bend, kind of inconspicuous, you'll see this little turnout. And I take the turnout here. And again, you see the blades. And this is the Kissing Camel rock formation, but you can't actually see the Kissing Camels from here. You see the road that everybody drives. A lot of people just stay on the road and do a drive-through. This little spot right here, I think, is probably the best. There's also mountain goats always up on top of that little hill up there. And there you can actually walk down into the park, and there's a lot of trails down in that area. I think, again, this is the best view of the park and definitely worth a hike up. It's also a short hike from the parking lot down on Palmer Trail. I'll show you that as we get to it. Alright, we're coming down Palmer Trail, rounding the corner. We're probably at the northernmost part of the loop. And again, this is looking basically at the edge of Kissing Camels. You can see the slab formations. Pretty interesting stuff, the way it was formed. We'll walk down towards the main parking lot. We'll give a little tour there, and then we'll head on out. Again, there's the hill with the mountain goats. Alright, this is the Kissing Camel again. And the main formation, from what I understand, is all the little holes were not created by animals. They were basically where the water comes down from the rock during the spring, summer, it gets into it, and then in the wintertime it freezes and blows out little holes and sections. So that is it. That is the main parking lot. Again, probably a madhouse on the weekend. And some more formations. That's why we park where we do. Alright, another view of Kissing Camel from the other side. And again, from what I understand, the holes in the formation itself were not caused by animals. It was by water getting, basically infiltrating the rock, and then when it gets cold at night and freezes, it cracks it and pushes the rock away. So as you can see, there's quite a few of them along the rock formation. This is again the main parking lot. It's weekend, so it's packed full, pretty crazy. That's why I don't come up here anymore. I usually park down where I do. However, if you come here on the weekday, you can take your family members or visitors up here and there. It's a nice view. Alright, the formation again. And also the train in the parking lot. Alright, we'll head back out of the parking lot, back over to the trail, and get out of here. This place is generally pretty packed and insane. Alright, we just came out of the parking lot. We're heading back over to the trail. This is the trail map. This is also one I showed you when we first looked. I'll put a link to it online so you can go through. This is where we are now. And again, we'll go back around down. I'll show you online. Until you learn the trails, it's nice to have one in your pocket though. The Retake Trail. Alright, that's just where we came from, the parking lot, Kissing Camel formation. You can see it up there a little bit, over on my lens. We're coming down this way. There's two options here. You can take the left fork, and that'll add some more distance. It basically goes around this hill formation, comes back around the backside, and links up down over there. We're going to take the shorter part this time, but again, feel free to play with your route and add on as much distance as you like. And again, here's some more horses coming up the trail. Alright, you can kind of see once we cross over the road, we're going to be walking along that ridge line right there, and that heads back down to the vehicle. Alright, that's the Dakota Trail, and we're staying on the bridge. Hey. Alright, we're on the back side of Kissing Camels, and you can get a really good silhouette of it right there, so I'm going to zoom in for you. Alright, we're heading down that way. Alright, as we're coming down the trail here, heading towards the intersection, again, it's pretty busy. You can go all the way down to the intersection, cross over, and skip some of this portion. I'm going to take a little shortcut over to the side, and we'll cross the road and head over to the Homestead Trail. And you can use this landmark, this rock right here, identifies the little cutover. It'll keep you way off the main trail, give you a little more interesting scenery. Alright, I'll come back when we get to the road. Alright, we're coming down the cut. That's the intersection over there. We just basically walk around. We are getting back on the main trail. And this trail is leading us towards the visitor center. However, once we get a little ways up, we'll cross the road and we'll get onto one of the trails off on the side there, on the back side of the ridge. And the visitor center is worth a stop. It's got some great scenery. You can see it off in the distance there. We had our first shot of the hike from there. And if you take the Dakota Trail, you'll come back around on that side of the ridgeline. Alright, so right about where that fence is on the other side of the road there, that's where we're going to cross the road. It's easy to pick up once you get there, once you've done it a couple times, but it's a little tricky if you don't know what you're looking for. As you're coming down the trail, you'll see it, and you'll see the crossover right here. Here's the cut, and there's the crossover. When you get across, we're going to stay to the left side of the ridge. Alright, we're about 5 minutes down the trail after we cross the road. This is the Galloway Homestead Trail. This is the trail we're on right here. And we're going to stay on that trail, but there is an option to take the Rock Ledge Ranch. There's some trails down there. But again, it's you can play around with where you want to go, explore the whole park. We'll stay in the loop for now. Alright, still on the Galloway Homestead. You can see the ridge we're going to walk on over there. Some of the old houses in the area. And again, you can walk around in this area. This is the old the reservoir coming up. And mountain bikes are allowed on this portion of the park. Along with dogs. And again, the rocks here are kind of interesting. You see the ridges as they run through formation. All the way up. And it's kind of like paper. It's kind of weird. And we're still walking along the reservoir. You can see some of the old cistern system down there, and also the old driveway into the homestead. We will be heading to the top of that ridge there. Alright, we're coming off the dam there, and as we head up to our turn off, this just adds the ridge to it. So instead of going straight with everybody else, we're going to take the Niobrara Trail again up to the north, or up to the top of the hill there. And again, more scenery off down that way. So again, up on Niobrara, we're going to walk the ridgeline. And we're up on top of the ridgeline. And Niobrara. So as you're walking up, we're walking on the ridgeline. You can see off to the left. And off to the right. That's why I walk it. It's got a nice view. Generally, the whole hike will take about an hour and a half. I run it in the summer, less than an hour. A lot of the guys here, Olympic athletes, male and female, do it a lot faster. Go at your own pace. Alright, we are still on Niobrara Trail. This is the ledge. And you can see the dam work down there. That's another reservoir. Our vehicle is parked right on the other side of that. So that's what we're heading towards. Alright, we are towards the end of our hike. We are about to come down from Niobrara. There's the vehicle in the parking lot, and as you can see, it's a holiday weekend, President's Day, and we're still the only vehicle down there. So it's a nice place to park to get out of the main congestion. That's the trail we took on the way out. I hope you enjoyed the Garden of the Gods loop. Again, feel free to get out and explore, get off the computer and hit the trails. Thanks.
I don't know. Welcome to Stardust. Peninsula. What can I get started for you?
Hi, do you guys still have the mango smoothies?
We do.
Can I get one of those and then one of your Evolution orange drinks?
Sure. So I've got an orange mango smoothie and then an Evolution orange juice.
That's it.
All right. Well, they're ready for you at the window.
Thanks a lot. Gotta love Starbucks being right outside the trailhead.